Hey there, lads and lasses. This here is Thunderhand64 coming at you live from the west coast of the United States. Here on a Wednesday, it is a little bit past noontime, and that can only mean that it's time for some Generations Minecraft server. Now, today we're going to be in the Survival 5, Generation 5 survival world, and because Sunday we swapped out the time slot for Kachi time, and we did Generations, and we did some Baby Zombie Rush, and we did some really cool things in Baby Zombie Rush Sunday. So if you weren't able to attend that live stream, you should check out the VOD for that. There's some pretty funny stuff, but some pretty cool redstone stuff there too. Okay, today let's get right into this. Let me pull up the Generation 5 survival world. And when last we left off with this world, we were combing through the world looking for the sherds. Because we needed to make some specific decorated pots, and yeah, you gotta go look for the sherds. And we made some pretty good progress the last time. I'm just loading the world on... I'll switch the display over when I make certain everything's cool here, and it is good. Let's see here. Display. There we go. Right there. Okay, that's what we're supposed to be seeing. Let's see. How are we doing with this? Let me just check out a few things here. Make sure we're okay. Great. All right. Let me see. Before we get too far into it, Slancha. The little family, they're still in Taiwan. At least two of them are. Mrs. Thunderhand and Kachi are in Taiwan right now. Biggity is back in Seattle. He is in day 3, I think, of his internship up there. Really, really cool. Paid internship. The dude is kicking butt up there. So very proud of that young man. That's my boy up there. That's my son. Then he'll return briefly at the end of July for Kachi's birthday, and then shoot back up there, finish his internship, back down here for a couple of weeks, and then back up there for his final year in his electrical engineering program. Super cool. Okay, yeah, I think we arrived here and we were about to excavate this stuff here. I don't remember how big the patch is here. I remember I usually just take out all of these columns here. Yeah, right about up to there. I think it's good. Let me take out... This is the staircase, I think, down there. But we have to look at this very, very carefully to make sure that we don't wipe out any of the suspicious sand. And I can remember not to pan the camera so quickly around here. Just gracefully, slowly, so we avoid giving viewers the motion sickness. There we go. Okay, I think we're good to skim off this layer of sand. One must do so with surgical precision, so one does not destroy the blocks of suspicious sand containing the sherds for which we are searching. Yeah, so we got a little bit right there. Let's see what this has. Oh, some TNT. Okay. Huck. There we go. Anything else? I gotta look at this really carefully here. No, looks like I'm good. Let's take out some of that. Okay, I guess we're good here, right? Let's make sure I haven't missed anything here. I don't see any suspicious sand over here. I'm going to put that up there so you can see better. I can see just fine. right. It's raining in the desert, everyone. Let's see how this lines up here. Just to a block away from the center. Okay, that's fine. Let's get down here. Yeah, it's just every time I do this, I want to make sure how far this way do I go, right? Oh, okay. Couple of spots. A few spots, actually. Let's see what we get here. Okay, all right. We have a sherd here. That's good. Minor prize. Okay, prize might be one of the ones we need. Ooh, we've got a diamond, everyone. Fuck. And what do we have here? Oh, some more TNT. Okay. Groovy. Let's skim this on down here. Again, just double checking. Okay, we're good there. Cool. More TNT. All right. As father of Kachi, I certainly do love me some TNT, but come on, people. Sherds. We need the sherds. I think this is the last layer of... Oh, we have a little bit... Okay, and we've got a sherd here, too. This is good. What do we got? Oh, we've got a third kind. We've got minor archer. Okay, I'm not really into archer right now. And I also have to review which of the three that we're looking for. One of them we found, and it was Sheaf. And that was a hard one to find. That was particularly difficult. Now, when you get down to this layer, this lets you know that this is as low as we go, as they say in Limbo. Oh, good. We've got another sherd here. What do we got? What do we have? I should say, what do we have? Okay, we've got another archer. Just get rid of some of this excess here. Okay, good heat. All right, this is good enough. This is good enough here. What do we have? I was thinking I should have left. I should have come back and brought a... Come on, brain, do it. Brought a shulker with me, because I didn't bring a shulker to carry all these things. I don't believe I did. This just lets me know that I already raided this place. All right, the other thing I should do is I should have chunk base open too, so I can locate some of these things and just make the stream a little quicker. Let me see. Chunk base, that's right over here. There we go. Apps. Let's get into there. Seed map. Now I believe that this particular seed map is the one that I already have up here. This is very likely... Oh, hold on a sec. Yeah, this is Buffooncraft. Yeah, I know you guys can't see this. It's on a different display, but... Let's see what we got here. Yeah, there we go. All right. Let me grab the seed number here. What's the best way to do that? I think I should just grab it off of the Discord information for the... Oh, dang, I probably could have got it out the shock by panel too. It doesn't matter. Let's take a look at this. Let me crank the old Discord here. There we go. And let me see, I should have my server information. Wow, you know, how can my eyes not see this stuff? That's because I'm looking for server info, and it's actually Generations server info. Wow, really? Come on, Ba. Come on, just please. Conversion game, player slot, server IP, location, shock byte. Really? So I don't have the seed in here. I mean, I could just pull it up and copy it, but I'd rather just copy and paste it so I don't have to. I'm surprised that the seed number isn't in here. But whatever. That's 'tis what it is. All right, enough floundering. Fastest way to get this thing might be in the Generations forum, in the Generations channel on the server. Control home. No, it won't let me do that. All right, I think just typing it in by hand is going to be the way to go here. So /, I think it's just seed like this. There we go. It's just I'm so bad at typing, you know, I didn't want to make a typo and then all of that, but at this point, it's just the fastest way to do it. I'm going to get into here. And I believe it is negative 6802. 2. And then, what is it? 47721. 47721, like this. I think this is what we have. Okay. Let's get into here, and we're looking for desert temples. There's Dora. Hey, thank you for the lurk, Dora. You should all see the auto shout up there for Dora Explorer. Struggling through the heat wave up there in Britain and Europe. All right, let's look at our current location here, and let's see if it matches up. So it should, because there are different versions. I mean, I've pruned the chunks of this map many times throughout the updates and stuff, so I have to make sure it's pretty good here. So let's go to -3557. And then we'll go to, what's my Z? 1723. And let's see if there's a temple here. Yeah, okay, so we're good. We're good. I know you guys can't see the chunk-based map on the other display, but... All right, so where would be... Let me see. Let's pull this out to full size. Where is it? Share grid lines, terrain. Terrain is usually kind of helpful for these. And then here it is, expand, right there. And it's populating in right now. Let me see, where's my display too? That's weird. Right there. Okay, so we're currently right here. It looks like the next and nearest one, they're kind of questionable. We could go over to this one, but it looks like there are a lot of desert temples right in here. So I think this is the place to go. So let's just get to the nearest one right there. There we go. We'll fly on over to there. So let me see. We are going to positive about maybe 3,300 and positive 2,400. Positive 2,400. So I'm heading in the correct direction there. This way. Here we go. Yeah, so here and there. So this way. We get to see some cool looking formations like that. That looks pretty cool. Get to fly over some nice terrain. But we've got the rainy night thing going on. But we're going to have to cross the 0 axis. Gee, it's kind of odd because it doesn't look too far away on the map. But I can see the scaling rules on either side of the map, so I think we're good. Okay. Yeah, we said about 2,400, right? So we can now head up to this axis. We should sleep off the night so we can enjoy the terrain as we fly over it here, because the terrain generation on this map is so cool. Oh, we got a vein of calcite right there. That's nice. Yeah, we have a couple more veins of calcite over there. Yeah, you know, this is pretty dismal flying in the night. But yeah, we do have mobos there too, right? So let's find a decent place to touch down, and then we'll do a little bit of sleeping. I'll sleep this off. It's just depressing flying through the night in the rain. Here we go. Cool. Cool. Ruined portal right there. All right. I think we were flying in this direction. Let me see. Good. Right. Yeah, we need to be generally this way. I mean, look at this formation here. Look at how cool that is. That looks awesome. I've been here before, by the way, because it has this cave system in here that is so awesome looking. Okay, we're waiting for these chunks to render in. So I think one of the things I need to do is finally get around to updating the map. I mean, you can see in the upper left-hand corner, you can see we're still on 1.21.6 here in this. And I've been reluctant, I guess, to update generations for a while. But I think it's high time I got around to doing that. I don't think I'm going to go with the 26 update, though. I think I'm going to go to the update before that. I have to look around for what's available for the mods and stuff. You know what? We're not that far from our home base here, so we should stop by and pick up a shulker and do a little bit of inventory management, and then we'll head over to the other place. I think that's a better way to do this. Since we're crossing the a zero axis, we may as well drop by and do a little inventory management. But yeah, I'll have to see what's available for mods and how they're updated and stuff. And if it's worth it, I'll do the 26 update, because we're at, what, 26.2 right now? Where am I? Yeah, we're here. Okay. Let's do some inventory management. That we can also confirm once more the exact pottery shards that we're looking for. Home sweet home. There we go. Now we should have some of the shards in one of these. We do have a decorated pot there. I believe it's just a plain one. An ordinary. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, here we go. And did I bring one with me here? Basic kit. I think I wound up putting them in one of the other. Yeah, here we go. I unloaded a lot of stuff here into these. And we need to get rid of a lot of other stuff here too. Yeah, we don't need that stuff. Thankfully, fire took us off. Let's do this. Let's stash our diamonds. Those are easy to get rid of fast. There we go. You know what? Basic kit sounds like a good place to... Well, I usually put TNT in my tech kit. Where is... Yeah, I've got one of my tech kits here. Maybe it's... I still have some opening there for TNT. There we go. Okay, so let's make good with these goodies, shall we? Now, I usually will put the armor trims in my in this box here. Music discs, you know, I'll keep those in my room in my hotel. So put these here like that. Take this with us. And then what we found those over here, right? Yeah, here's the sheaf pottery shard. So we have that. Let's just go craft that, put that in place. I think it's something like this. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so sheaf should be at this end over here. Like that. There we go. It lines up with this one. I think that's prize. So I think the two that we need are right here. I think this is shelter. Yeah, so we need shelter. Please. Dude, come on. And what is this? This is prize. Shelter and prize. All right, so I think we have some... And I think that's it, right? So this is good. We really only need one of each of these. So good stuff. It should be pretty easy to find. I'm going to grab another shulker box. And we can make off with that. But music discs go right here, man. And this is the Errand Relic. That would be a good gift for Nova in the server. In the Buffooncraft server. Let's see if I have any more shulkers with me. Guest shulkers, I can't take those. I should have some other shulker. Please, Thunder, please. I should have some other shulkers around here somewhere. Extra toolboxes. Obsidian. I don't know, maybe I'll have to craft one up or something, but I would rather not. Maybe I can steal one from down here. I can grab one of these. Let's see which has the least amount of stuff in it. None! Okay, that's a candidate. This is definitely a candidate. All right, let's clean this up. Small, let's put the two things in there that we... Let's take the rest of this stuff out. I'll take that extra... Well, we already have a water bucket. We're good. We will take this into the inventory. And then we'll just come over here. We'll offload some of this stuff as best we can. That we can burn. Those two right in there. I think we're good for the rest of this stuff, right? I think we're good. Yeah, these two items, we can just burn them off. We don't need those. Good. Nothing like a little inventory management. So these are the two we're looking for. We're looking for prize and shelter. And I think prize, those are the ones that we find in the desert temples. Let's see, decorated pots, item. Where to find them? Where to find them? God, this mouse sucks so bad. The scroll wheel on it I've already, like, obliterated it. Just tell me where to get it. Here we go. So, prize. You got prize. There it is. Yeah. Okay, so prize we get from the desert pyramids, and that's what we're looking for. Okay, so we're good. Well, we're going to need those up for a little bit. Right. Well, let's do this sleeping thing and get that over with. Please. Hands, please. All right. All right, seed map right on over to here. And let me see, about positive 3,300, positive 2,400. So we are definitely going in the wrong direction there. Let's go back this way. And what? Yeah, so we are like in that direction. Yes. Increasing in the positive direction. Both coordinates. Oh, we have the Apiary Island here. It's so beautiful. I love that place. That's one of the best builds on this server. It really is. I learned a lot from the buffoons on that one. Try to look at the very colorful builders like Dora and Cheska and Nebs and Nova. And OPG too. OPG is really good with the color. Super colorful stuff. Although that Apiary Isle where I have the bee farm, the honey farm, that's more of a Nova kind of thing as far as using the natural kind of blocks and things. That's mostly what I learned from him. Let's see. Yeah, we need to... Oh yeah, I forgot this little village was here. This place is so cool. I love the seaside and waterfront villages like that. I think those look really cool. Oh, okay. Well, looks like we have some moderation to do. Let me touch down and take care of that. Look at this tree up here. How about this little isle here? You know, this would make a good drown farm right here, but we already have the ultimate drown farm, right? Let's see. Let me get into here. Yeah, you know, ban. We'll see it. Okay. And let us fly onward, shall we? So we need to get to positive 3,300, positive 2,400. So I need to be going south a little bit more. There we go. And then let's bring it back east a bit. After I finish the Chamber of Commerce, the trade hall, the rest of you would say. And that will be finished. I was considering whether I should do the iron farm next or the mob farm. I think it's going to be the mob farm next because I need the rockets. Look at this terrain generation here with the mangrove swamp and the bamboo jungle, and then how the elevation cranks up here in this spot. This is cool. Okay, we're good in this axis now. We need to go in this axis. What do we have there? A ruined portal. Okay. For some reason, I think I've been out this way before. I hope not. All right. I think I have, though. This looks familiar. Yeah, because you can see I put up the tower right there. So I've raided this one. Yeah, I've been here before. All right, so the cool thing about Chunk Base is it has a feature on here where you can click on these and then mark that you've completed them. So the other one should be very close. Oh, look at the camel. Hey there, buddy. In Buffooncraft, I got myself one of the zombified camels. I love the way that they sit down like this. Hey, pal. Let me see. So 3,600, 2,400. So we should just stay on the 2,400 axis, which is over here, I think. No, that's 26. 24 is off this way. It decreases, right? Am I decreasing? No, I'm increasing. Yeah, that's because I need to head up this way, actually, and then 36 is over here. Yeah, so I need to go this way. Oh, there's another camel right there. Okay, yeah, you can see I rated out this one too. I probably got this whole cluster right in here. Wow, there are a lot of camels spawning, huh? That's cool. So I've completed this one. And the next three are south from here, 3,600 and about 3,100. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Fuck. Then we have some bottles O enchanting there. Ready to go if these ones happen to die on us as well. So I actually need to go back this way a little bit, 3,600, and then go south a little bit, 3,600. Yeah, it was over here. $630, 100 should be on beyond this village over here somewhere. Yeah, there it is. Yep, I've rated this one. So again, I've probably rated this entire cluster over here already. It's cool though. All we really need is one of these sherds. All right, this one's at 52, about 5,300 and 3,800. So let me see, 3,800, that's south, and then 52 is going to be quite a ways this way. Yeah, look at this terrain generation. Look at how beautiful it is here. That's why, you know, I don't mind flying around the map on these quests, like to get the sherds. You know, a lot of people don't like doing this, but, you know, I just like looking at the terrain generation. I think this is one of the better, a feather in Mojang's cap, because they did an excellent, yeah, see, more camels. They did an excellent job on the terrain generation mechanics. And I'm sure, you know, we can pick them apart and find things wrong, you know, or things that still need work, but this is beautiful. Let me see. We're a little bit too far south. So we need to come back up here. And we need, what, 3,800. Okay, we're good. And then just head on over on this axis. About 5,300 should come into view. I don't know. Can I say 300 blocks away? Yeah, my rendering distance should be set for that. So it should be coming into view very soon. Yeah, in fact, it should be right around here somewhere. 38, 53, this is, this is strange. Oh, it's buried in this. Oh, this is cool. Okay. Yeah, this was hard to see, and I didn't build it. But I see some XP. I think I've rated this one. And I just didn't mark it. Okay. Let's sleep off the night here, so we're not mobbed by mobs. Not that we can't handle that. But it's not dug out. Oh, really? You're kidding, right? You realize you're dealing with a man, right? Okay, yeah, so I guess I didn't... Okay. Let's do this. And let me see, this is the edge of where I usually dig out, right over here. And let me see, I'll usually do something like this. And then something like that. I'll just honk this out thusly. Not a lot of sand here, though. So yeah, am I on the wrong side? Yeah, I should be over here. Just so I don't confuse myself later, let's fill this back in. Thunder, please. Yeah, so you got to look for the little patches of sand there. That's the... And I've got to stop panning the camera so quickly. Calm down. Okay, there we go. And I think I can do something like that. And already you can see some of the suspicious sand. What do we got here? Oh, some a little blob of gunpowder. Oh, yay. All right, I think we're good. Okay. Right. Take those out. Like so. Now again, we have to be careful here not to dig out and obliterate the suspicious sand. We must dig with surgical precision. Over to here, like this. Maybe as far out as that? Maybe. Okay, we've got a little sus sand here and here. Again, we only need one of the prize sherds, so done. Hey, fellow buffoons, OPG. Hey, brother, what's happening? There we go. See, this is what I'm talking about right here. How you been, man? I've missed you on the server greatly. Okay, so prize is so you should all be able to see the auto shout out there for fellow buffoon. OPG. Since we have this excavated, let's just finish this up. And how am I doing for time here? 12:50. I've got 10 minutes to the break. I'll be back soon. Trust me, coming back strong. Coming back is good enough, but coming back strong is the best. He's my neighbor to the north there. What do we got here? Here we go. So I was out in Glendora yesterday. I needed to drop the guitar off, the BC Rich Eagle off to get some work done on it. Of course, the shop owner wasn't in that day, so, but it wasn't a totally wasted trip. I did stop by an ale house there. I wouldn't really call it a pub, but it wasn't too bad. It was all right. It's the Stubborn Mule. So it's got a pretty good name to it, the Mule. I was able to get a Guinness there and some lunch. And so the Guinness tap is set off from all the other taps, which is good. Prominently placed forward of all of the other taps. So that's a good sign. And it was absolutely deserted on a Tuesday afternoon, which was also cool because then I could go in there and just have a pint in peace. Okay, what do we got here? Okay, Archer. I mean, you know, we have the sherd that we need, but I'm just completing the excavation here. What else do we have? Miner. Okay. Let's pull this out. So I guess I now have to wait till Friday to get the guitar serviced. And having things delayed like that has really prevented me from making a lot of progress on my to-do list while the family's gone. Okay, let's do this. Let's put the stairs like this. There. Done. Now we have some blocks with which we can block out the. What did I drop in from above here? I guess so. We can mark this off as having been raided. And then we're done with the desert temples, really. Let's try that again. Ow. Third time? Okay, there we go. Let's mark this one as having been raided. Yeah, this was hard to see because it's partially buried here. Then we'll mark it off on the map, and we'll move on to, then it's Ocean Ruins here for the other ones. So, okay, good. mark this off on the map. That has been completed. And I know you all can't see the display here. I'm just... Ocean ruins are next. Wow. Well, thankfully, there are a lot of ocean ruins right near me. Oh, so many. Good Lord, there's a lot. There's a lot. There are a lot. Okay, so let's fly to the next one. Let's do a little inventory management first. The ocean ruins, raiding those can be a little dangerous. All right, let's get those in there. I don't really need the sand and all that, so let's just incinerate. This stuff. I don't really need emeralds. I mean, you have seen where we just came from, right? I think as far as emeralds concerned, we're all set. Okay, what's the next coordinates? This is a little weird. I don't think this is where we're at in the map. Let's type in my coords. I am at what? Negative... No, I'm at positive 5279. 79 and positive what? 24, 30, 861, right? Let's go to there. And then let's see what we have for ocean ruins around us. All right, this makes a little more sense, that there aren't quite as many around here. I'm going to go to here now. But there should be one right off the shoreline here. Not very big, though. And let's just confirm what we need. We're looking for shelter, all right? So... But it is time to take our 3-minute ad break. Let's get rid of those. Let's sleep this off. Let's fly over to the location and then we'll take our 3-minute ad break. Go. 3-minute ad break. Coming right up just as soon as. Now this should be very, very close. 5,300 and maybe 38, 3,900. Said what, 5,300 I think? Oh, way over. Yeah, it's very close. 5304. Right, and then we said what? We said 38. Oh, that's weird. Is it into the side of the sand hill there? Okay, I can see part of it right here, and you can already see some of the suspicious sand right there. It's just buried into the side of this. Okay. I'll tell you what. Hey there, bunny. Let's park right here, and we'll take a 3-minute ad break, and we'll be right back. So, hey there, welcome back. Welcome back to the second half. Slancha. Just realized I don't have any of the lighting going, which is a cool thing. Let's just keep it like nice and dim and comfortable on the eyes. Well, if we're going to keep it comfortable on the eyes, let's change to the display scene. And let's switch out and restart the playlist. There we go. Right. Okay, let's. I don't know if it's worth digging out this one or not. This we do have some suspicious sand, 3 blocks of it right there. So I don't know. Let's just try this out. Well, we got a sherd right away. That's good. So we're looking for shelter. Yeah, and there we go. Okay, we're done. That worked out well. I'm going to mark this one as having been raided. I'll dig it out a little bit just so I can mark it as such. I should really do the whole thing, but and then we have to be careful because this is likely going to be a mixture of suspicious sand and suspicious gravel. Oh! See, I just broke one right there. Ugh! See, there's one right here, though. And there's a chest there, too. Let's see what we got. But you can see how easy it is to break these. Yeah, that was dumb. I should have looked at that more carefully. I should just make an air pocket down here like I usually do. In fact, we can probably just carve one right in the side here. Sometimes if you just move inward enough, you can just make an air pocket like that. And then let's see what's in this chest. See if there's anything decent in here. Yeah, please. Some wheat, buried treasure map. I don't know. Yeah, I'm trying to be really careful with the overpowered pickaxe here. I'm going to leave the chest here just so it shows that I was here, I guess. And then let's see if I can pillar this up. So I have some sort of evidence that Thunderhand was here. Let's do this. Hey, calm down, Ants. Calm down. And I can do something like that, and that should be enough. Then on the chunk base map, I can indicate that it's already been raided. How can I climb up here? Well, I don't have to climb. I mean, I have wings. Okay. Okay, here we go. That's cool because that is right next to that. That helped out a lot. Now we can just go back home. You know, I wish Lone Star were around right now because I need to ask him about amp simulators. See if he's used any of that kind of stuff before. Kachi's thinking on getting set up with one of them. We've reviewed a few. We're pretty sure that we know the one that we're going to get. But still, I just wanted to double check with someone who might actually be using that. Corny might be using some of those too, because he also is into this stuff a little bit. Toxic is the guy I know who definitely used that kind of stuff, but he is no longer accessible. Let's, but man, I would like to have picked his brain about that. Such a cool guy. We need to head back this way. And then I think over here, right? Yeah, back in this direction. Okay, this should be it. So we have the stuff we need now. We're good. We can fly on back home. Then we have to think of a decoration scheme for each one of the rooms. Well, it'll be basically the same decoration scheme. It'll just have a little bit of different elements from one to the next. But now, see, what I have to do now is this is Dora's expertise, area of expertise, and that's the interiors. And the challenging thing is it's such a tight little space in each one of those. She's really a lot better at this stuff than I am. Like, look at this desert village right on the edge of the change in biomes, right on the biome border here. That's so cool. See those floating features right there? Those would have killed Nova. Or let's really put that, let's word that in the way that it's really more appropriate or more accurate. He would have killed himself on those. They didn't kill him. He has a history of aerial death. Let's do this. Yeah, some of these features are really cool. Like, if I were to build up this village, keeping that waterfall there would definitely be a thing. More camels. So many camels. It's not a complaint. It's cool to see the mob generation, too. Let me see. I'm doing well here. Okay. Let's get some nourishment from our victuals. Done and done. Yeah, so after we finish the Chamber of Commerce, Iron Farm or Mob Farm? Thinking it's going to be Mob Farm because, you know, I'm needing the gunpowder, but Nebs and I built the Ghast Farm too, so that should be a really good source of gunpowder. We should be good with that. I just need to AFK it. Maybe I should do that after the stream. Because I do have to go out. I am going to be on the road this afternoon. So maybe while I'm on the road, I'll just AFK the Ghast Farm. But I think that kind of Ghast Farm requires 2 players. Because one has to be in the Nether, I think. I think. We'll test it. It's like my Guardian Farm. My Guardian Farm's the same kind of deal. Since it ports them into the Nether. And the kill chamber is in the Nether and stuff. I think those Nether chunks have to be loaded. So that's something you have to think about when you build those kind of farms. I think they're okay, though. There's a lone Endy down there. Let's see what we have here. How are we doing? Okay, yeah, we can then go southeast. There's some horses right there. Hey, dudes. Abandoned portal. This looks like a cool site for a base. Just the shape of the terrain, ruined portal in the middle. Right, and then not much terraforming that needs to be done. It's pretty open. Oh, I know where we are. The drowned farm is over there, I think. Apiary Isle right here. Super cool build. And then over here, Guardian Farm. My favorite builds hall on the server here. This thing is epic. Here we are. There's Gaston. Hey there, buddy. More altitude here. Ow. Hey there, pal. Okay, so let's craft up what we have. I'm looking for a space to place this thing. Maybe right here. Got that and that. Good. Let's get on over to here. We can turn that off. Give your eyes a break, viewers. Sansu. Sansu, like that. Okay, so this is the prize. That's this one. So this should go here. No, that's... What? Oh, no, I selected the right one. I just placed the wrong one. That's what I wanted to do. Okay, that's cool. So see, that matches that. This matches this. This matches this. Right? And then that matches that. And we're done. Okay, so we have the lighting situation taken care of there. And there, I like that. There's a couple other features. We have a chandelier thing that we need to make in here. And we need to decorate these rooms. Indeed we do. We still have some time left in the stream, so what should we do next? What should we focus on next? I was thinking maybe some inventory management with all of these shulker monsters hanging around here. Now, I'm thinking the kitchen is going to be a difficult place here, this kitchen area. I'm thinking on, I don't know, maybe make this half and half, like some sort of kitchen area along here. I don't know if I should use the whole wall for that. I'm probably going to have to. It's just the block sizes and stuff in Minecraft. And then maybe some sort of sitting area here or something. I don't know. Or it's just maybe a whole kitchen area right down there. And then up here is their sleeping quarters and stuff. The beds, I think I'm going to pretty much keep where they are. Maybe I'll put a few features up here, especially lighting. something that needs to be considered. Same with down here, we're going to have lighting considerations. I really have no idea what to do with this chandelier. I really don't. It's certainly not going to be dirt and sea lanterns, that's for sure. All right, let's sleep off the night. And. See, the thing about this is I'm really not... You know what? There are some things we're going to need. Maybe a blast furnace, maybe a furnace. So you know what we should do? Let's do a little inventory management. We'll bring some of this stuff down. Some general blocks, all that copper, maybe. All of this copper, though, no. All right, so let's break up some of this stuff. Now, I don't want to remove all of this copper because we have the roof that's going to need some work. There we go. So this can come down with us. This stuff, I think I'm going to leave all of this here. All of this stone, I don't think so. I think we're good here. So we'll bring this down with us. We'll bring this down. All the dirt, all the beds, nah, we'll bring that down with us. Some of this stuff we'll keep here. Maybe the lanterns, I'm not sure. The glow lichen though, yeah, that's something we have to think about. Sea lanterns though, no. So let's put some of this stuff back in here. Yeah, that won't fit. All right, put that in there. All of this stuff with the pail, I don't think we need this anymore. We can bring this down. I don't know. Let's leave that there for now. This can come back with us, but it does have quite a bit of wood here, right? So we can do this. I don't think we're going to use birch wood, but maybe. Now the thing is, we might use these plants and dyes and stuff, but yeah, we still have a lot of this stuff. Yeah, we're not going to eat any of that, I don't believe. Or that. Not that much dirt, no thanks. We can consolidate some of this stuff over to here. All right, that's good. We'll leave that. We'll leave that. We'll leave. Okay, that breaks things up quite a bit, actually. Then types of kitchen-y sort of things. cauldrons, furnaces, stuff like that, you know? We'll start to gather some of that stuff together. So again, you know, moving ahead and try to think down the road here a little bit. Please. The man's trying to work here, all right? Mob farm, iron farm, probably iron farm first, I don't know. Because we do have the ghast farm, so I'll have to test that and see if that thing's working the way I think it is. And then iron farm, mob farm, and then storage. I think we have to work on a storage system in here. Also, you know, I don't want to work too much on the kitchen areas in the Chamber of Commerce because I want to upgrade, because I want those shelf units. So are they bookcases, bookshelves? You know what I'm talking about. I want those things. Let me see, this can go back in here. Done and done. Okay. Then let's look at one of these that isn't quite so full. And we can start gathering some materials. One of the other things I need to do too is to go to the Enderman farm and fix my wings. That's a thing that needs to be done. Please, please. There. Okay, done. Okay, so we have this one. We have this one here that is ready to go. And let's get some bits and bobs together. I'm looking around for furnaces and blast furnaces. I'm just going to see if I have any crafted up already. Again, this is just more, you know, inventory management. No sense in crafting things that we already have. And if we already have them, let's make some space. Now, see, I really wish I could do what Nova does at this point, right? Well, I wouldn't say at this point, but just in general, where he'll have a shulker or shulkers, and they'll have in them like furnishings, and he'll have things to make chairs and tables and, you know, of different materials, furnaces, blast furnaces, cauldrons, all those kinds of things. That just paralyzes my mind trying to put something like that together. So I wish I could just do that. I can do a little bit of that with like natural stuff, like ferns and vines and stuff. I can put together kits like that. My mind can be pretty clear organizing that stuff. But I can't really do much beyond that. Brew stands, that would be a cool thing to have in there. Nothing really grabbing me there. Rails, no. Looking at some of these things here. No, not really. So much there. Mine carts. Well, here's the furnaces that we were looking for. Sometimes end rods are good in there for certain kinds of things. Trap doors. More trapdoors. Those are dark oak, and these are spruce. Okay, good. We'll bring those along. I think I already have some up there, but... Iron trapdoor sometimes, yeah. Maybe an armor stand. Jungle trapdoor, oak trapdoor. I think I have oak trapdoors up there, but I'll bring some anyway. No, you know, I'm using those for the windows and stuff. I have enough of those. Gates. Black carpets. Oh, good. Yeah, we really only need like a stack of armor stands. We should be good there. Cauldrons. We need cauldrons, definitely. Steel, horse armor, slabs. What haveth we here? Buckets, more armor stands. Killed the Blackstone, nice. Some potions. Uh-oh. Our villagers are going to be struck and converted into witches. Can't have any of that witchery. There we go. Let's see if we have anything in any of these that's worth pilfering here. Maybe, maybe not. Sometimes those looms make for good appliances. Right, let's unload this stuff into here. Yeah, it's looking good. All right. Here's some stuff I stocked for the redstone of the way I was going to build the storage system. So let's look at some of this stuff. Maybe some lamps, maybe. Acacia trapdoors often look kind of cool. The crimson trapdoors look kind of cool too. That's really grabbing me there. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good there. Let's check some of these chest monsters over here. Let's see if there's anything in here. Yeah, see more cauldrons. That's good. I don't think we're going to need quite this number of cauldrons, this many cauldrons, but let's get them all together anyway. Some paintings would be good. Let's bring those with us. Maybe the bell. I don't know. More cauldrons, good. Good there. These rods. Iron trapdoors, we'll bring those. We already have some, but we'll bring some MOA. Okay, I think we're good here. I may change my mind about some of those other items, but... No, I'm not seeing anything here that's really grabbing me. Furnace. Compass. I don't know. Maybe for like a clock. Maybe with an item frame and we put the clock up on the wall. Yeah, I don't know. Oak trap door. Glistening melon. I don't know that. I don't know about that. Thing in here. Trap doors. Yellow cabots. A few more cauldrons right there. And again, I'm just clearing these things out, right? So... Now see, here's a really cool block that I would like to use in a lot of different decorative kinds of ways. But the problem with them is you can only place them on the end stone. You can't... Because, I mean, they are a flower. It's like other flowers, you can only put them on dirt and such things, right? So, but it is a bit of a shame in that way. Co's over there making all kinds of noise. But we do not have the blast furnace, though. The blast furnace looks really cool for a kitchen kind of setup. So let's make a few of those. Let's craft up some of those. Blast furnace now is what? Iron and... Is it smooth stone or just regular stone? It's a furnace, some iron, and some smooth stone. Let's do half and half, shall we? What kind of multiple are we dealing with here? Well, it's one furnace, right? So we don't have to... Okay. Let's get some iron and some smooth stone. I'm trying to think if there's any other appliance kind of blocks like that. Maybe the loom, right? I thought I had some smooth stone over here. There's the iron. That's clay. More clay. Even more clay. Alright, I should have some smooth stone over here. Smooth stone slabs. Maybe lecterns? Maybe. One of the things I like to avoid is using the job blocks, but because of it confuses the villagers. But I think our villagers are established enough now where we can start placing them. Used for decorations, right? So. Yeah, some bookshelves, sure. Composters, Or a composter, as the Brits say. Campfires? I'm not really sure. We'll bring them along. Soul campfire, like the gas range with the blue flames. Yeah, maybe. But I think one stack is more than enough. Thunder. we had some end rods, so let's clear that out. Smooth stone, soul lanterns, not really. Some iron grates, maybe sometimes I use those. Sometimes the beehive makes a good decorative block too. Furnace. Have some more glow like in here if we need it. Oh, here's all the smooth stone now, right? I think one stack is enough. Chains? Chains are good for hanging light fixtures, I think. In this kind of context. I'm still debating over the minecarts, maybe. All right, let's craft up these blast furnaces. I'll do that. I think it's like this and then like this. Yeah, here we go. Suns. Well, let's just do them all, right? That way we don't have leftovers. Everything else we're good. I don't think I'm going to use the campfires. Let's get those out of there. All right, so we have more items. Trying to think of what else we can use. You know what? I think I'm going to have to update because I want to use those shelves and a few other items. There's a few other items I want to use. Yeah, there we go. How much time do I have left here? I have 15, 16, I have 17 minutes. You know what would be a good thing to do? Is, and this is a bit of a side quest, but I haven't been over that way in quite some time. And I'm kind of low on rockets, so I think let's go over and let's test out the ghast farm that Nebs and I have built. I haven't been over there for quite some time. I think I sit in the nether, and I think the kill and storage and stuff is over here in the overworld. So I think this works opposite. I love this place. This place really needs to be further developed. This ancient ruined desert city, the cult of the ghast. Yeah, so I guess the ghast comes through the portal and then is killed by the wither roses, I think. Well, I mean, we can't really see anything from down here. Do we have anything in these chests? Probably not. Is this empty? It might be empty. Yeah, I think it is. Oh, all right, let's see what happens here. Let's see if we get ourselves any kinds of I think we have chickens in the boat here. I'm going to leave the gas tiers in here, but the eggs I don't need. I certainly don't need the arrows. Gas tiers for brewing, though? Yes. Darn chicken eggs. Anything else I need to get rid of? No, I think I'm good. All right, let's glide on over to the portal. The portal is right over there. And then we can test this out. We can see what we need to do here. Chicken. You're really willing to die for some chickens. Somebody's gonna die. Oh, and you know what we did? We went and made... Okay, yeah, this is where we needed the chickens, and that's why we get the eggs coming through, too. But I forget, should the chickens be on the send side, or should they be on the other side of the portal? I think they might be on the send side, because I think it's the chickens that draw the... They either draw the gas to move slightly sideways into the portals, or they keep the chunk loaded. I forget. But wow, you know, I took away the... I took away the way to get up there. There should be a... It's high up there. You can't see it. It's out of range. But there should be an AFK platform up there. But still, even if we get far enough away, over here we should get the gas spawning. Let's also double check the biome. I think Nebs is smart enough to put this in the appropriate biome. Yeah, Soul Sand Valley, she's got it. Yeah, of course. Look, since this Endy has picked up a block, he's been here forever. I don't think we have any more gunpowder over here. Yeah, we do. We got a little bit. And let's see if we have any backed up in any of the hoppers. Yeah. I could just grab some paper over here. In the greatest cane farm ever. Squiddies. Unbelievable. Rid of the extra. There we go. Why isn't it pulling these? Oh, because that's full. Got it. It will momentarily. There we go. And we should still have the paper so we can craft. And. Just do that. Wow, we need some more, huh? Okay. that and that. Done and done. And we don't need the extra paper. We're good. All right, let's stock up here. Then we'll go test this gas farm. Box. Oh, rockets. There we go. Right. We have 10 minutes left. And let me think. Let's just... Ow. These should be duration ones, right? Yeah. Okay. Sure. All right, so it should be up here somewhere. It's just, I think the fog obscures it. Yeah, there it is. The thing is, I'd like to be able to look down here and see whether the gases are spawning or not. I've enabled chunks which are determined to be fully hidden by will not be rendered. Okay, yeah, that doesn't like get rid of fog though. No, we're not running shaders yet. Animations, I don't think we're there's a portal. Yeah, it's not that. Particles, maybe. Splash. Yeah, the fog stuff isn't in here. Yeah, that's particles. Detail skies, weather, sky colors, render. Atmospheric fog. I mean, does that help me here? Maybe not. Anything about the nether? Beacon beams. Water fog, powder, lava fog. Dimension or boss fog. There we go. That makes sense. Back to game. Now we can look down. We can see if we're spawning any of the ghasties. And we should be. Oh. We made a solid top. Nubs! But, oh, you can see them, though. Okay, that's good. Yeah, because their heads poke up just above the blocks. Yep. Yeah, we can just watch them do their thing here. So that was, what, 2 or 3 that just popped in now? One thing I did learn, though, that to get these to be really high output is they share a mob camp. I think they share a mob camp with the other mobs in the nether, like the zombified piglins. So you would have to go down below the roof of the nether and clear all of those out to get the maximum rate of these. That's why my Ghast Farm in Buffooncraft Season 5. I mean, that was a really cool ghast farm. I mean, that was built more to be silly and just to showcase the mechanic. But it could have been higher output if I suppressed the spawning around it, beneath it, I think. So, but they seem to be popping in and out pretty good here. So, if the mobs don't share a mob cap, then usually as long as you suppress all the mobs within the spawning sphere, then you're good. Yeah, they're blinking in and out of here pretty good. This is a pretty good farm. I think I might actually go in though and change the roof and make it glass. We can still see them spawning, but it's just cool to be able to look down through. And we would just make it white, and I don't know if we'd make it black glass, maybe. Right now they're slabs. I think you might be able to see that. I'm also stalling for time here because I have no idea what I want to do for the interiors of those. Oh, wait. No, hold on. Yeah, well, these are really just the floors of the... Oh, okay, I get it now. Yeah, there is no roof on it. Okay, understood. Understood. And you can see where some of the dust isn't getting through. Some of the gunpowder isn't getting through, right? So we're losing gunpowder. Huh. I think they drop, what, maybe 2? Anywhere between 1 and 2, or is it 1 and 4 gunpowder per ghast? So let's take a look and see what we got here during that time. That's not bad. That's pretty good. I think it's worth AFKing. So we got 30, we got 40, 44. Right. All right, I'm going to set back up there in the nether. And it's time to end the stream, so... See, you can see the platform now. There they are. Okay, switch this on over. Back to the cam scene. Hey there. And, but you can't see what I'm doing here. I'm just, 11, there we go. All right, so I can AFK here. Let's do that. Let's do that. Back to game. We need to build up some gunpowder. All right. I really need to hit the road, but let's, I mean, we're going to do a raid and run here. I may be able to stick around for a few moments. Let's see. Oh, Villager's still streaming it right now. Let's raid on out to Villager. There, above in the chat, you can see our raid message. You can copy and paste that into the chat if you would like to join us along on this raid to fellow buffoon Flying Villager. Set up the raid itself. And the raid is underway, counting down for fellow buffoon Flying Villager. Channel is intended for mature audiences. Sometimes there's some shenanigans. I think Villager himself is kind of as spicy as he is. He's still kind of family friendly, but the audience is quite free with their. But he's a fellow buffoon. It's a really fun stream, and you know, since he's a buffoon, we have the shared community. So there are folks there that you're going to be able to know. Just remember that we do this generation stream every Wednesday from noon to 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Our next stream will be Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That will be Buffoon-Craft SMP Season 6. And then the stream after that is Sunday, 4 to 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's usually the Kachi time stream. Kachi is away in Taiwan, so I have been using that for the Generations stream. So I'll probably do Generations Baby Zombie Rush on Sunday. Everyone, thanks for dropping by. It was a nice, chill, little stream. I really enjoyed it. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, your evening, your morning, wherever you happen to be. And we are raiding out to Flying Villager right now. Bye for now, everyone.